Hi, my name is Dr. Evelyn. I'm a Jawad teacher and also a tutor on the accredited Jawad belly dance training courses. In this video, I want to go over some of the techniques for taqs at a more advanced level. So there's another video in this series that goes over the basics. So if you're not yet familiar with the move taught in the Jawad style, then please go and check out that video first. So your taqs are basically glute contractions. So using your gluteus maximus, which is the biggest muscle in your body. We're using it as a bit of a combination together with our leg muscles as well. We can also use them individually, but then the move becomes very small. So there might be a time and place in your dancing for that. Your taqs or your glute contractions are normally done when you've got the weight on one leg. So even when just walking with it, we are transferring our weight and then we're contracting the glute muscle. As you get more experience doing this move, you might find that your oblique muscles are working as well, so they're helping you to create that nice sharp snap effect. But it is mainly the glute muscle here. Boom. You can create a similar effect using just your obliques. But for now, I'll focus on using these ones here. In the previous video, I've kind of been going over the double taqs as well, where basically we say tack on one side, then we can go let go and then tack again. Tack, 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 tack. Or we can also add a glute contraction on the pause, so it becomes a triplet. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it becomes more of an emphasis, more of a bounce. So my knees are the levers for the move, and the muscles basically my glute muscles are doing all the work on this together with my thigh muscles assisting. If you want to take it a tiny bit further, we can come up onto releve, so basically allowing the heel to come off. Now it's more important than ever that it's still your glute muscle that's doing all the work for you and that you're not just using your knee. By contracting your core, you can balance at the same time, but it's still a question of transferring your weight on your foot before you actually contract your glute muscle and walk with it. And then we can basically take it anywhere. We can walk around in a little circle, or we can walk forwards, or we can walk backwards. As always, when walking backwards, make sure you take small steps so that you've still got time to kind of do your glute contraction on there. You can also do your triplets, 1, 2, 3, on more of a chassé step. And you can also do it just on the spot. Coming on to releve. Now your taqs are really all about adding accents into bits of the music. So you might want to end up in a pose here and do a glute contraction so your hip goes boom. Or on the other side, boom. So this is more of a casual little bump and not a hip lift or drop. So just adding that glute contraction on. So again, I'm pushing through the ball of my foot, allowing the resistance to happen from the floor and contracting the glute muscle at the same time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. We can also use the taqs to add more sharpness to other moves. So you can add your glute contraction onto a hip drop. So when you're dropping your hip, You're contracting your glute muscle, so it basically hits a tack. Drop, 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 and drop, drop, drop. Once you've got those basics under your belt, you can play around with all of the beats and the accents in the music that you would like to pick up on. So whether it's just on the spot, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or hip drops, 1, 2, 3. So you're contracting just as the hip goes down, boom. And the knee that you're standing on is soft, not overly bent, but it's got a bit of give in it to kind of make sure that it's not locking back as the hip drops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Or tack traveling. We can make it slightly more sweepy. Or just one at a time. Your arms can be framing or they can be moving around. So the only thing to bear in mind when you're moving your arms around is to keep your taqs nice and sharp whilst your arms float in a nice smooth motion. Now after a while, even if you're an experienced dancer, you might want to kind of shimmy those out and make sure you're nice and relaxed. I should also say with the taqs to kind of always be mindful obviously that you are in the right posture. So make sure that you're tucking under as you're doing your taqs so that your tailbone's melting down to 30% or so, your back's relatively straight and you're not arching out as you're doing your taqs. Okay? That way you'll pinch all those little muscles in your back there. You want to make sure your core can hold you in and that the taqs can then just happen right underneath your frame. Let's try that with a bit of music. So we'll check our posture first of all. So we're pulling up and in. Slow on releve. Chassé. Other side. So we're clenching the glute at the back. And again. And add it onto a hip drop. Other side. Slowly on releve. Chassé. On a hip drop. So that's how to play around with some more advanced combinations for your taqs. Enjoy.